Hello and welcome back to DrupalCon Europe on Wednesday. How are you all doing? It's a bit of a slightly grey day here outside, so we need to make some colour right here in DrupalCon instead. Today I have with me Michelle van Velde, who is one of the board members at the Drupal Association. So hello, Michelle, how are you?
Fine, absolutely fine. How are you?
I'm great. I'm doing wonderful. I have my tea because I'm in the UK. Oh, swag shop tea. Yeah.
Swag tea.
Okay. I don't know if people know, but if you go to drupal.org/swag, then you can buy DrupalCon and Drupal branded merchandise. It's all really ecologically made and stuff like that. And a percentage of the proceeds goes to the Drupal Association. So you don't just get swag, but you also get Drupal.org, which is kind of nice. Yeah. So Michelle, what about yesterday, Tuesday at DrupalCon? What did you enjoy?
Well, there were a ton of sessions. And what I like most this year is that we have all the sessions also coming from local camps in Europe. So I've been switching in between camps, watching a lot of sessions. And I was wondering,
I think we are slightly losing Michelle's audio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we are again.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just wondering, what did you think of the keynote yesterday?
I love the keynote yesterday. I know that Pfizer have doing so much great in the world at the moment, but also doing so many great things in the Drupal project. How they really prioritize contribution and really expect that from all of the different people they work with really fills me with hope that we can continue to build the very best products because we've got the best tools to work with.
Absolutely, and I think contribution is really important. For example, there's a large EU tender now I'm aware of, and they explicitly asked, okay, we need an agency that's doing contribution as well. That's contribution is high on the agenda for many people, hopefully.
Yeah, wonderful. So I hear that yesterday you also released, it was either yesterday or Monday, released the results of this year's Drupal CEO Survey. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, Drupal CEO Survey started, I think we've done this 8 years. It all started, I think it was in Prague that we organized a CEO event and came up with the idea of, okay, how are as agencies, so we the idea on the survey.
I love the irony of where you were before in the hallway was much better audio than you have now in the studio.
Yes. Okay, so we had 78 respondents from around the globe. We saw that was really interesting. Also, an increase from the Middle East. More agencies from the Middle East that had joined the survey, and the outcomes were pretty good, actually. The pandemic has showed us it spurred digital transformation, and it also spurred the most of the agencies into growth. So we've seen double-digit figures at most of the agencies, and so everybody is quite excited again to show even better results than we showed in 2020. So yeah, on all fronts there were it was an increase. So that was good signs from the Drupal CEO survey.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's really good to hear, because knowing that we all have a great place to work because we are all wanted is hugely important. It helps us commit more into the project.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
they feed into each other in so many different ways.
True.
If you know that you have a good career in Drupal, then you are more inclined to commit and contribute to its future itself, and it builds on top of itself.
Yeah, what we've learned from the CEO survey is that there's a larger demand than supply currently. So every agency around the globe is in need of developers. So specific Drupal developers. So we discussed training programs and how to grow talent. We've looked at internships. We've looked at growing talent. So that's the main worry for most of the agency owners, is how can we continue growth with a limited supply of Drupal developers currently. So that's something together we can focus on as agency owners around the globe, setting up training programs, etc.
Yeah, growing the next generation is hugely important. It's our first. If anything, it is our first responsibility as a senior Drupal person. Our first responsibility is bringing up those next people, and that also applies to all of the leadership roles in the community as well.
Yeah, it should be a focus for everyone. Yeah. So yeah.
Cool.
So
okay.
Are there any specifics you're looking forward to today? What's the schedule for today that you're looking forward to?
Well, I hear there's a thing happening quite soon called the Dries Node, which could be interesting. Dries is backstage right now, getting ready. He was literally just changing one of his slides like 10 minutes ago. Yeah. I mean, it is Dries now. So that sounds fun. During today, I will be running a Dries Q&A with Dries and Heather and myself shortly afterwards, which I'm looking forward to because I love doing the Dries Q&A. I've got to say, it's a great thing to do. Moving later into the day, though, something I do want to go see are 2 sessions about a thing called Local Gov Drupal, which is a Drupal distribution that multiple local councils, local governments in the UK have been working on between themselves. And it sounds such an incredible piece of work that I want to learn more and more about it. How about yourself, Michelle?
Yeah. Well,
I think it happened. There's 2 different things.
Yeah. I was looking at that one as well. The distributed governance in a distribution for local government. That's in room 7. From 12 to 12:45. I was really interested in that one. I like the talk about the Gin admin. The past, the present, and the future. That was I really I'm in the Drupal community for 15 years, so it's I know it's a well-known admin, the most used admin actually. So I was really interested in that one as well. I look back at 15 years of Drupal. It's great for me personally. So the past, the present, and the future of the Gin admin. That's a really fun one as well to look at. And there was another one about how to successfully launch a multi-website platform for a leading pharmaceutical company in only 3 months. That's also from 12:45. So it's quite busy between 12 and 45. I have to make some choices, or otherwise I have to look back. I'm still in doubt here.
Yeah, and we will obviously have the recordings as well to look forward to. Yeah. And attendees get first access to those, which is great. So we will get those up as soon as we possibly can. As it happens, I use Gin on my own website. So I love it. Although I've got to say, I am still a little bit old school and still like my menus across the top. Hey, what can I say?
Yeah. So some old school. Yeah. So there's another one. The coaching difference. that's one about a unique culture story. It's about an organization that embraces coaching and that fostering basically a culture of consistent learning and growing. There was an interesting talk between 2 and 2:20. So that's an interesting one as well.
Yeah, and of course you've got quite a lot taking place in the Drupal Jam section of the website and the Drupal Jam stage, because I can see that's where you are now. You popped over there today. Is there anything special over there that we should know about?
Right after the keynote, I'll be interviewed about the keynote. So I have my own personal Q&A. I really look forward to that one. There's quite a lot happening today on the menu as well. So if you want to learn more, just have a look at the schedule from the Drupal Jam in this really awesome studio. And I want to thank all the people here. That there's a whole people behind me, orchestrating this great event here in the Netherlands. Really great setup.
Oh, wonderful. And talking of orchestrating a great event, the true highlight of today at DrupalCon comes later in the day. And that is, I think, at 8:30 CEST. And that will be Meryl and Hilmar running Trivia Night. We can't have DrupalCon without Trivia Night. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that genuinely is where you get to spend time, connect to different people, have a bit of a laugh at what answers come out and stuff like that, and actually learn a surprising amount about Drupal, literally by testing yourself and learning what the real answers are. It surprises me sometimes. So I'm sure that will be fun. They are looking for teams. So there is a DrupalCon trivia channel in the Drupal Slack where people who are looking for teams should say, hey, I'm looking for a team, and kind of find people and meet up and get teams going. I've still got to find one myself yet, so I need to work on that.
And it's always good to have it's always good to have a core developer on your team as well. So
it's also good to have new people on your team, because I think you get extra points for that.
All right.
If you have someone who's never been to DrupalCon before, check with Hilmar and Meryl when it starts. But I think if you have someone who's new, you get points straight away without even having to do anything other than finding someone who's never been to DrupalCon before. I
did not know that. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, it's a really good way to get a jump start. Okay, so that's the things that are going on today. We've got the rest of the week as well. Tomorrow we will be doing the mentored contribution for anybody who wants to find out how we get involved in contribution to the Drupal project. We have some very willing mentors who can help with that. And then we will continue through the week, and it's going to be great. Are you popping into the hallway track areas at any point, Michelle, during the day?
Yeah.
What type of person would you love to chat with in the hallway track today?
Well, the interesting bit, I'm looking at, as you know, I've set up the CEO survey, and I'm always interested to talk to leaders of agencies, and sharing, not ways of how to run an agency, but also how to contribute as an agency. This is a topic Wonderful. I want to put highly on the agenda. Okay, how do you contribute as an agency, and what is the benefits? There's a lot of benefits as an agency leader to contribute, because not only your staff is learning more about how to code in the most brilliant and perfect way, because they're learning,
Thanks.
But also. But also they're contributing to the project, which highlights their work within the community, and I can tell you, this is the secret sauce. It will generate leads. So this is what I want to tell all agency leaders, if you contribute, it will turn your business into a better business. So that's
well. Thank you very much, Michelle. We are just about out of time, and we really should start DrupalCon proper. So thank you, and everyone. I hope you have lots of fun. See you all in the sessions.
Absolutely, looking forward to see you all.